Clarkson Melyza Zeta from 90 Day Fiancé. The other way surprised viewers with their engagement news the last time they were seen together on TV. Tim was a 34-year-old account manager from Dallas who was cast in Season 2 of the 90 Day Fiancé spin-off with his Colombian fiancée Melyza. Tim met Melyza at a bar in Iowa, where he was attending college and Melyza was working as an au pair. Melyza had intended to relocate to Dallas to be with Tim, but everything shifted following a perplexing event that shattered her trust. Shockingly, Tim cheated on Melyza with a coworker. He wanted to propose to Melyza when he was coming to Texas, but the incident took place just a month before her visit. Melyza had her suspicions, which were proved right when she scanned Tim's social media. Moving to the U.S. was not completely off Melyza's radar, but Melyza wanted Tim to prove his commitment to her. Tim packed his bags and left for Colombia, as it was time for the couple to reevaluate their relationship. Meanwhile, Melyza also slept with a different man and didn't tell Tim about it for months. Tim and Melyza's journey on 90 Day Fiancé. The other way, Tim had to win over not just Melyza, but also her family while he lived in Medellin. He didn't know Spanish, so he struggled with getting a job. Meanwhile, Melyza came across as cold and manipulative. She was upset because of the intimate sexual encounter Tim had with his colleague, but it seemed like she liked to watch Tim suffer. She did want to get back together with Tim. However, Tim had to return to America in February 2020 and look for jobs so he could sponsor Melyza's visa. The season did not have a tell-all, but couples appeared on 90 Day. Bears all to discuss the outcomes of their relationships. Tim and Melyza were broken up after the final. It was revealed that Tim went on a date with a different woman when he and Melyza broke up. Tim confessed that he had been on dates with 3 different coworkers. Tim showed a different side to himself on the show as he screamed and got very angry, as opposed to his cheesesteak personality on the show. Interestingly, Tim and Melyza still had feelings for each other. Tim and Melyza got engaged. While Tim tried to move on, the distance started killing him. He figured that spending his life with Melyza was the only right thing he could do. He realized he was foolish to betray her trust and went to Colombia once again to repair the damage he caused. Melyza also accepted Tim, and once they met, the proposal took place within 24 hours. Tim did it after he whisked Melyza off to a resort in Cartagena. Melyza admitted she couldn't stop shaking for 45 minutes after saying yes. Melyza moved to the U.S. and welcomed a daughter. Tim and Melyza filed for her K-1 visa. However, Melyza was on a tourist visa, so she could spend 6 months with Tim in Texas when they broke the news to fans. Tim and Melyza were on an episode of 90 Day Diaries, where an immigration lawyer told them that the K-1 visa would take anything between 22.5 to 24 months. Melyza was worried that Tim would cheat on her after she went back to Colombia for 2 years. In December 2022, they announced Melyza's pregnancy and revealed she had already given birth to their daughter. Are Tim and Melyza together in 2025? Tim and Melyza introduced Eloisa Grace to social media, with Melyza posting an Instagram reel showcasing the couple's cherished memories from 2022. The reel featured highlights like attending an NBA game, celebrating a birthday, going to a wedding, enjoying a beach getaway, and rocking out at a Bad Bunny concert. The end of the video showed Melyza taking a pregnancy test and Tim finding out he was going to be a father. The video no longer exists, and Melyza has no trace of Tim whatsoever on her Instagram page in 2025. Melyza's last reel was posted in September 2024, and when a fan asked if she was still together with Tim, Melyza replied to them with a laughing emoji. Melyza still appears to be living in America and has their baby with her in her July 2024 video, where Melyza says she has kicked her postpartum depression to the curb. Interestingly, Tim's last post was in January 2025 and shows Melyza's parents with Tim and her daughter, suggesting the 90 Day Fiancé. The other way couple is still together, just not okay with sharing their private life with the world.